Hey everyone, this is Dan, the GM, voice of all the NPCs of What the Dice. Speaking of What the Dice, this is Season 2, and we are doing Shadowrun with a bunch of homebrew. Let's meet the players.
I'm Tizzy, and I play Voltage. Don't let this face fool you, let it shock you instead.
I'm Ethan, I play Cypher, the street samurai that cuts straight to the heart of the problem.
Nightlin here, and I play Sparkles, that satyr that has a heart of gold and a pocket full of glitter. Or was it grenades?
Hi, I'm Jared. I play P. Dexter, and the only thing faster than my bit rate is my wit rate.
Listener discretion advised. Content warning level green. Standard Shadowrun subject matter. Foul language. Sex, violence, drugs. For all of our content warning, none of these subjects go into graphic detail, but it is involved in the story of the episode. Listener discretion advised.
As the camera fades in, we find ourselves in a large conference room, bustling with people around us. As we carefully take a look around, we not only see other Renraku employees, but on stage we see several people dressed in very ornate and fancy suits. We see on the projector Renraku manager training graduation. We have to kind of laugh. A graduation to become more of a wage slave. What are we? An elementary school? But that's not the point. The point is that we're here, and we don't know exactly why. As we take a quick look around, we see Simon sitting in the chairs. As we find ourselves wanting to sit down, there's a hush that falls over the chattering crowd. Renraku employees, members of the local press and media, I am Dylan Moss. I am the head of Renraku HR here in the Golden City. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for your time, and not only for your time today, but for those who have gone through the accelerated manager training course, your time and your patience in us testing this new manager training program. We are very excited to see the caliber of managers that we have produced. First and foremost, Renraku is here to answer and help all those in the Renraku family. So, without further ado, I would like to begin going through the names of those graduates that will be staying here in the Golden City and continuing their training into specialized fields. We start to zone out listening to the dribble of names, one after another, till we hear Simon's name. We look over, Simon stands, gives a slight wave, and sits back down. We have to chuckle. Well, our little wage slave seems to be moving up in the world, at least in the corporate world. We wonder what twists the shadows have for this rather mundane, boring elf. Our attention snaps back to the world around us as we hear the applause. We must have zoned out for several minutes because the list is done and people are starting to walk away. We watch as Simon walks up, talks to a handful of people, and then we see him reach into his pocket, slip an earbud into his ear, and then we also hear that very familiar static.
Okay. So you're telling me, not only is the suspension shot, but the camshaft's cracked, I got problems with the head gasket, all the brakes need replacing. I don't care about the airbags. I'm telling you, if I hit something, I want to make sure it goes down, not me. How many other things could go wrong in this vehicle, my friend? Wait, crap. Hold that thought. I'll be right with you. Yeah, hold up. Hey everyone, Edisbox here. So, I had Judge do a little fiddly with my decks, and I'm able to transmit just via my comm for right now. At least until I can figure out something else. Once I get moving, well, I brought the vehicle down to a couple of friends of mine. And, man, Junkyard said this would be a project car. He also didn't tell me it would cost me a couple thousand new yen just to get the fragging piece of junk rolling again. Man, I think Spox is gonna have to run his own runs for a little bit just to make sure I can afford this. Speaking of afford, speaking of runs, seems as if our little runner friends have completed most of the mission. And now, the fun part, the payday. Ha ha! Best part of any run is getting that sweet, sweet new yen. So what do they gotta do? Well, they're meeting their Johnson early morning. Well, no, early night. Nightcap? Whatever, doesn't matter when. Runners don't sleep. It's a perk of the job. Sleep whenever you want, sleep whenever you can. Dodge bullets, dodge knives, listening to my sultry voice. That's not the point. The point is they're getting ready to drop some heavy info on this Johnson. And as they said, there might be a part 2 to this run. We don't know what it is, but between you, me, and this comm link here, man, if you cross any mafia, it means one thing, and it means getting iced. So that means the runners might have to make a choice. Do they find themselves as cold-hardened killers? Or are they gonna walk away from an extra payday? So, that's my guess. But we haven't gotten that far in the story, now have we? Let's go, find out what our runner friends are up to and see what this Johnson has in mind.
The camera fades in as we see this little, I don't want to call it a bar, more of a cocktail. I guess it still would be a bar. More of a fancy bar. In the back corner, we see a couple of suited gentlemen as the runner team sits down. The Johnson sits before you, his hands clasped gently, sat on the table in front of him as he looks at you and waits.
I will lead the pack and go sit down next to him. In front of him, rather.
Just sit down next to him, put your arm around him, like, hey, how you doing?
No, in front of him's just fine.
So, if you have contacted me, I believe you have either proof or you have some kind of lead that can get me the proof I need.
Well, like I said on the phone call, you hoped that I had good news for you. The good news is that I believe I have the proof that you wanted, but that is also the bad news.
He reaches down, takes a drink from the clear glass, and slowly sets it down.
Okay, so you are telling me that my suspicions of the person in question is accurate.
That is correct, and as I say that, I will bring out the video and pause it on the freeze frame to show him, as well as allowing him to press the play button to further watch it after seeing the icon on the box.
He watches it for a moment, rewinds it, plays it again, slides it back to you. Though the video looks like it is from winter, so a month or 2, maybe 3 ago, on the far end, it does prove that he is stealing from the warehouse. The brick is the one that I believe it is. That means he is dealing in something that the Godfather does not want us to deal with. So we have proof he takes it. Do we have proof that he tries to distribute it?
In our previous conversations, that material was at the bar with those other folk that we discussed about last time we talked.
You can see him reach up, lightly rubs his chin as
He gets that vacant stare as he is clearly doing something in AR. A couple seconds pass as he closes his eyes and his eyes refocus on you.
I will have to speak to the others tonight. In the morning, I will be reaching out to you with either an additional job or to give you payment.
He slowly stands as he taps a card.
Your first round is on me. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will be in touch.
So vocally, she's gonna ask, are we telling him about the stakeout with Reginald?
Hey, so if there's any information regarding your operations and exactly how hard the fuzz is watching you, how much would that be worth to you?
He stops and looks at you.
Are you saying that you have proof or have some kind of intel stating that the Golden City Guard has some way of tracking what the family is doing?
A better word would be infiltrated.
So vocally, she'll also tell Dexter, my helmet's always recording, so I recorded the stuff with Reginald.
I will mentally note that.
He looks at you for a long moment.
I can pay you. I can also get you in contact with a dealer of sorts. You are runners, and I don't know any of your names. You are completely unvetted. And for unvetted amateurs, you have done well enough. I feel like I can at least get you a hand.
We need a safe house.
I cannot help with a safe house, but I can help with someone who might be able to help you with that. Let me see the video, or whatever proof you have, and I will bring this up to the father as well and see what we can offer you. At a minimum, I can help you get in contact with someone that can help you acquire weapons and equipment.
For a discount?
I might be able to do a discount, or I can get you in contact and try to get you paid depending on how good the proof is.
Sparkles, roll that beautiful footage.
I will do so.
With a quick transmit to his burner phone, he watches it and give me a judge intentions from everyone.
I got it 2.
5.
1. So bad at this.
Right, same.
4.
Voltage, you are the only one that notices this man has a very calm face. It doesn't seem like anything would crack that stone look in his eyes. The minute the video plays and you get to the point where Reginald makes the comment of taking the hard drive with the proof, you can see his jaw tighten as he slowly puts the comm link down in his pocket.
You're in some shit.
Well, I will be dealing with this. I will give you an extra 5K, and I will get you in contact with Gustav. He is a black market arms specialist. I will get you his contact information in the morning.
Pleasure doing business.
I would like to say this information was a pleasure. It is not. It is leading to more issues.
He taps his card down again.
I will go ahead and pay for 2 rounds for the night. I will contact you in the morning.
With that, he slowly walks off. The 2 guards give you a slight nod as they follow past him.
Well, he's getting a 5-star rating in the Johnson book.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna all have a nice paycheck, boys.
I will happily play both sides of the fence.
Right.
You're runners. You have all the rights to do that.
Exactly.
I wonder how he would have felt if I told him about the other deck.
He watched the whole video from...
So he knows you have the deck.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I guess
But he
does.
knows that Reginald got the hard drive that he was looking
Yeah.
for. So,
I should have been pirating that motherfucker.
So, do we want to jump ahead to morning?
Sure.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that Sparkle's
Yeah.
gonna do over this night other than have a couple of drinks and VTOL home.
Absolutely.
When this Johnson says he will contact you in the morning, across the horizon of the Golden City, the first rays of light start to crest over the ocean. Voltage, your phone rings.
I'll pick up since it's only 4 hours from when I just last saw him.
Payback's a bitch.
The voice that comes across is not the Johnson. It sounds like an older gentleman.
Are you Mr. Voltage?
Who am I speaking with?
You may call me the Godfather. I believe you have dealt with one of my associates, and I wish to speak with you and your team immediately. There is as much as I would hate to do this to you, there's a soy box on 32nd and 8th Street. If you would go there, a limo will pick you up and bring you to the manor.
Oh, it's so fancy.
Subvocal. It's the Godfather. He wants us
Oh,
to
I'm
get into a
asleep. I
limo.
didn't say that. I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, but Sparkles is asleep. Her comm didn't ring.
Okay, then.
So you can sub-vocal all you want.
My shit rings is getting chucked across the room. I was out drinking. I top shelved it with his tooth.
So I'm the only one up? Y'all didn't say you're going to sleep.
Oh, I totally just said I'm gonna take my 2 drinks and go back and go to bed.
I was hitting the top shelf. The first 2 rounds, I mean, I'm asking you if you're drinking yours.
Damn it. Cypher, are you awake?
I was gonna say we probably got home 3, 4 in the morning. No, I actually probably slept in.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
Okay,
Dexter's
cool.
listening.
No.
Fantastic,
Nah.
y'all.
You by yourself, buddy.
I mean, you can call me and I'll wake up, but I'm not
I
awake.
think my hair went up like a
You
bolt.
sub-vocal, I'm gonna wake up swinging.
Yeah, so you can sub-vocal. That'll be funny.
He would have to hang up the phone because it is a comlink call. Subvocals aren't like radios or anything. They go through
Okay.
your phones.
Gotcha. Anything that we need to bring?
No. I do know it is early, but my associate said that you all are night owls and that you prefer to work. But I am a very busy man, and I am offering breakfast. Does 8 a.m. sound like a okay time for the meet?
As long as that breakfast has plenty of caffeine for me and my crew, I'm sure that'll be fine.
Of course. I will make sure that I have the finest Aslanti coffee possible. I will see you when you arrive. I will drop the location of where the limo will meet you here in just a moment.
As the phone hangs up, your comlink beeps with a marker for a small soy box that is where he identified. So 32nd and 8th Street.
Okay. I'm going to phone blast each and every one of these sleepyhead motherfuckers until they get up.
I'll answer. I'm like, this better be an emergency, or I swear I'm gonna smash your head with a street sign.
The Godfather of the family called. We gotta go now. Get ready.
I'm still debating if this was a proper emergency.
You heard me.
Who you calling next? Dexter or me?
Sparkle.
Next. Dex.
I'll probably pick up after like the 4th ring. Hello.
It's my turn to be petty this time. Wake up.
Help the neighborhood kid slash your tires. What do you want?
Godfather of the family called. We got breakfast. We need to go meet up. Get up. Let's
Dude,
go.
I think I'm still drunk. It's fine. It's fine. Call him back and tell him we want mimosas, because I need something.
You're getting caffeine.
Is it good caffeine? Just any of that?
Only the finest.
Yeah, I'll shove that soy stuff down your throat. Okay. I'm conscious. Give me a couple minutes. Where are we meeting? What planet am I on? I'm still drunk.
I'll send you the coordinates. Let's go.
Oh, dude. Trolls are prettier after a few drinks.
No, they're
This
not.
is gonna be an awkward morning. Yeah, it is. Alright, click.
I'll remind you when I see you. Okay. Sparkles.
Yeah, you had to call twice.
Sparkles, shine like the sun. Wake up.
Shine like the... What day star is that evil?
I could be the evil. One of us is going to wake you up.
I could just throw my comm across the room.
We got a call from the Godfather. We gotta meet up.
You're not my real dad. And he's not either. Wait, did you say Godfather?
I did.
Like the mafioso leader dude?
That's right. Information that we gave to him is striking up a bit of a issue more than we first thought.
Of course it is. I did not sign up for early mornings when I came a runner. Do I have to go? Can I just stay in
No.
bed?
Yes, then no. Wake up. You're going. Caffeine.
Better be loaded with sugar.
I'm sure they have sugar cubes. Just to wake up.
Where am I going?
I'll send you the coordinates. A limo is picking us up.
Fancy. Which she probably forgets to hang up and you just hear the noise of her getting ready.
Is it a bunch of shuffling or is it a bunch of beat boobs?
There's a bunch of shuffling, clearly like putting on clothing, a drop of the comm on the floor, gets shoved back in a pocket, grumbling about what time it is. And then her asking if she has time to herself, if she has time to stop and get coffee before.
They're all awake, so I'll send the deets and a text message with all the details of the limo and where it's going to be to pick us up and who sent the limo, etc.
Hoi hoi, chummas, this is Dan the GM, and I'm welcoming you to the mid-roll. First and foremost, thank you to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/whatthedice. Lady Lumi, Ethan, and A Relic, thank you so much for your continued support over on the Patreon. Don't forget, if you are a Patreon subscriber, don't forget to submit your custom weapons and things like that. We still have the Mexi shop in the works, and I just need to get the team to a spot where I can introduce it. It has been nuts. Absolutely nuts. We had to take like a month and a half off because of all sorts of mayhem, but we are back in recording, so hopefully we are going to keep ahead like we've been. Now I want to also play you a quick promo. This is a podcast that we follow named the Hard Knocks Sorority. They are a 4th edition Shadowrun. You can find them on all major streaming platforms, but I've got their YouTube link. So here's their promo.
Hi, Chars. This is Zach Flash with KSAF, your last bastion of free and independent news in Seattle. Stick with us, Chummers, as we bring you the breaking news of an attempted terrorist kidnapping in the very heart of our beloved Metroplex. You heard that right, Ome. Right here in downtown Seattle, Shadowrunners, or terrorists, depending on your view of the Sixth World, attempted to kidnap a highly qualified research assistant employed by one of our favorite corporate overlords, Evo, at their Washington U research facility. We are saddened to report that this promising young woman's career was cut short in a blaze of terrorist gunfire. More details can be found in the special audio podcast, The Hard Knock Sorority, a 4th edition Shadowrun actual play that takes a deep dive into this incident in an attempt to expose the dark machinations happening in the shadows of our beloved Metroplex. The Hard Knock Sorority can be found on all Matrix podcast hosts and the YouTube. Signing off, This is Zach Flash with KSAF, bringing you my favorite rock opera, Mother of the Sea by Shieldwall.
So if you want to check out their stuff, check the links in the description. I've got what I can find from them. That's it for all of my announcements. Thank you so much for joining us each and every week. And if you want to catch me, I stream on Twitch every Tuesdays and Thursdays, as long as I get off work on time. So come, hang out, and just shoot the Drek with me. I'd love to see you. Other than that, thank you so much, and I will let you get back to this week's episode. We jump forward. All of you are standing out front of this soy box. It's a nicer soy box. It's in the heart of downtown. As you are standing there, I'm assuming either each of you have bought a coffee, or is it just Sparkles that has her obnoxiously sweet caffeine?
Hey, there's extra
addiction?
espresso in there too. It's just sweet.
Nope, I've got a coffee.
So I'm not buying shit. We're gonna get it for free.
As you are all standing there, this solid black armored limo slowly rolls up. The driver steps out and opens up the gull wing doors in the back and gives a bow as he holds the door open so that you all can enter.
Oh, bro, you ain't got to bow to me. I'm not that type of dude.
Sparkles in her half-awake stupor getting into that. Does a curtsy, but since she has no skirt, she just picks up 2 of her dreads and uses that as the skirt and then climbs in.
Give a nod to the guys I get in.
I just get in the car.
The driver shuts the gull wing door, walks around to the front, and starts up the engine. This limo is whisper quiet as it pulls into the road and drives off, heading north towards the High District. Passing through a couple of the high security checkpoints, they don't stop, they just pass through. Till you start to get to the point where these are actual manors that are around here. Taking the turn, you head up towards this very rustic looking manor. Outside, you see armed guards that are dressed in suits. Some of them are carrying machine guns, some of them SMGs. All of them are at the ready. As you pull into the parking area, you see several cars of all different makes and models, but all the newest and greatest. All of them clearly armored. The limo driver steps out, opens the gull wing doors, and helps you out as you need. Inside the manor, it is quiet. There are a few small conversations. One of the staff walks you towards this grand hall where there are several men dressed in suits, one of which you identify as the Johnson. And then at the head of the table, you see an old elf. His hair is silver and cropped short, but slicked back. His ears have the slightest droop, showing his age, and he slowly stands and walks towards you all.
So, you are the runners that assisted my family.
That's right.
Well, it is not every day that runners come into the family business and help with something so delicate. I do appreciate the quietness that you have shown with this, and the extra information you have given me has let me know that there's something else going on. But that is neither here nor there. There's a tradition from my family. You do not speak of business until you have food.
He kind of steps out of the way and shows, and there is a spread of actual fruits, actual vegetables, actual meat and eggs and bacon. You can smell real Aslanti coffee, not soy, but coffee beans. There's a selection of different types of morning alcohols, mimosas, Bloody Marys, things of that nature. He gives a smile. Please, eat. And then we will discuss business.
Okay.
I'm not being bashful for street tacos this time. I'm getting my breakfast full.
Yep, definitely loading up. But for no one knows, but for Sparkles, this is normal.
I will enjoy an actual nice breakfast for once.
I'm gonna smash it. I'm smashing. this
Get your
food.
morning mimosa.
Yeah.
10 of them. Count them.
As you all are sitting there eating this luxury of a breakfast, there is this feel. You don't feel like you are at a mafia meeting. You feel like you are sitting at the table with family. Yes, these are different metatypes with different backgrounds and different ways they hold themselves, but you don't hear a discussion of the family while they work or while they eat. You hear conversations of their family, the games, the businesses that they're running, the bakery that shut down that now they have to find a new one. That conversation that you would hear at a family gathering. After about 45, maybe an hour, the old elf, the godfather, slowly stands, and the staff begin to clear the table. As the last staff member leaves and the doors shut, the air in the room changes to something more serious. You can hear and feel the static of a white noise generator kick on. Your comlinks throw up a error as they've lost connection to the matrix, as a Faraday is activated in the room. The Godfather slowly sits as the Johnson stands.
So, as we feared, one of our made men has betrayed the family. I don't know where I stand on this. I know that a couple of my confidants and several of you,
He signals to the other men in suits.
believe that the removal of a family member should be done by the family, not to engage outside forces. But I want to give this option to these runners.
He looks at you. 4.
I am not sure where you 4 stand on the types of runs you do. And I know that asking this could put you in more heat than you may be used to. But we need to remove this cancer from the family to make it stronger. We need him to be removed. How do you feel of doing wet work?
Sparkles is probably going to be the first one to respond to that. And she'll put up both her hands and be like, I respect the offer, not my line. I'll help set him up. I'll help put him where he needs to be. But I don't do wet work. I mean, if you shoot at me, that's different. But I ain't going to go out there like that, with that aim.
I haven't had the need to shine my weapons in a while, but I'll leave it as a group decision.
Hey, if the rest of you guys want to, by all means, I'll step back and keep my mouth shut. But that's not my line. That's not my work. Now, if you want to put him in a building and that building just happens to be laced with grenades, I mean, I'll blow the building up.
The Johnson's eyes look towards Cypher and Dexter, waiting for their answers.
Wet work is a necessary part of the job, but I have to stand with my group. If the group doesn't do it, doesn't feel good doing it, then I'm going to stand with them on their decision.
The Johnson's eyes look at Dexter, waiting for his response.
What do you say, Dexter? Am I shining my guns, or are we going to stay back on this one?
I have nothing against shooting somebody, but I don't think we're assassins. I'm not comfortable with my skill set. Just saying.
The Johnson nods as He looks to the Godfather, who gives the nod of the, they accept this. It was an offer. The Johnson begins to explain to everyone in the room.
Not only has he decided to dabble in stealing a drug that we have deemed dangerous enough to remove from the city, but he has decided to take it upon himself to not only sell and distribute it, but do it in no man's land. From other information given, we have found out that he has also attracted the eyes of the Golden City Guard. And unfortunately, it seems as if Captain Reginald has also acquired some of the information. It seems as if they've had a mole in the inside for a while, from what we've been able to tell.
The Godfather stands and the Johnson sits.
Well, Reginald aside, we are dealing with the problem. The problem is acquired. We have a target on him now, and we will deal with this. Runners, I appreciate everything you have done for the family. I would like you to give your comm information to Mr. Johnson, so that if we ever do need your assistance, we can reach out to you directly, so that you do not get charged the finder's fee from your fixers. Now, we are not asking you to join the family. We are just asking to put you on our list of available runners in the city. Is that acceptable?
I'm down for that. As long as it isn't direct wet work, I'm down.
That sounds fantastic.
That's fun.
Works for me.
He nods. Excellent. Well, we will be needing to deal with this problem, and you four have been an asset. I am appreciative of your skill. I am glad that we were able to come to a quick and decisive end to this problem.
He gives you a nod so that you know that you can leave after giving the Johnson your comm information.
Yeah, well, once she hands over her info, she'll head out with the boys. Because she's assuming they'll just wire them the money that they're going to pay him.
They are handing you the chips as you exit. Like, as you give him the comm code, he hands you the chip. Voltage, as you walk up to the Johnson to gather your money, he waits until the team is far enough away where he can lower his voice.
Voltage, it seems if you might be interested in helping us with this wet work. If you help us out, we can pay you, and we will help you get off the radar so that the Golden City Guard can't track you. This is something you're willing to do. Give me a call tonight. I could always use an extra pistol in this fight.
You'll be hearing from me.
He gives a nod as you are all paid your complete new yen. Each of you would see in the certified cred chips the 8,250, plus each of you has a contact information for a gentleman named Gustav. He is from the little dossier that it is given, you find out that he is a dwarf with a LED beard and a short-cut mohawk. But that is the only descriptions you are given.
And then I also have the additional contact.
Yes. A few hours pass. The team has gone off to celebrate. Voltage, you are by yourself when your comm rings.
I'll pick it up.
The voice, you can hear what sounds like a quiet limo in the background.
Mr. Voltage, this is Mr. Johnson. I am reaching out to you about this job. So,
Proceed.
how this is going to work is I will pick you up. I have 10K in New Yen for you. I am going to take you with me and the crew that I have with me. We are going to roll up. We are going to empty our magazines into the trader. We are all going to get into the limo. We are all going to drive off. and we are all going to get on a plane and travel across seas. All expense paid for 6 months.
I'll leave my stuff behind.
We will have one of our contacts pick up everything from your apartment, including your vehicle, and transport it to this safe house we will be at. If you have any affairs, I suggest getting them in order. I will send you a pin for where we need to meet up in the next, let's call it 2 hours.
I'll see you in 2 hours.
Excellent.
The comm goes dark as they hang up. What would you like to do?
Guess the viewers would just see Voltage packing up things, getting only the necessities, and then also leaving his truck parked at the property, and then a slow walk off into the distance towards the limo where he can be picked up.
Are you reaching out to your team at all?
No.
Okay. Fast forward the 2 hours. It is late afternoon, and you are over by the construction site on Dockside. It's eerily quiet as you can hear the dock off in the distance. As the limo pulls up, you can see another limo across the way. As you look around, you see an SUV and what looks like an Ameristar off in the distance. The Johnson opens up the limo door. Him, his 2 guards, and you step out. The target looks back and has this smile of he's seeing a friend. He starts to walk towards him, hand out like he's about to shake his hand, as his limo door behind him slams closed and the limo drives off, leaving the target alone on the street. The Johnson walks up, shakes his hand, and leans in and kisses him on the cheek, and then on the other cheek before taking a step back. You can see the color of this man's face start to drain as you, the 2 guards, and the Johnson all pull out their pistols and aim it at him, pulling the trigger multiple times. The world seems to go quiet as the last shot rings out and the body just drops to the floor. There's a moment where there's this still quiet as 2 men from the SUV step out with a body bag. They walk over, gather up the body, and then 2 people from the Ameristar come out and start to spray down the area. The Johnson looks at you and gives you a nod and a smile as he reaches out his hand.
Welcome to the family.
As the camera slowly pans away towards the dockside and slowly fades out and ends this episode. As the camera fades in, we are still inside the conference room, but there is an air about it. Something feels tense. Something feels off. As we look around, we notice that the world around us, everyone, is staring intently at their comm links. We reach in and pull out ours. Just as we think we're going to hear static, instead, we hear a broadcast come from the Golden City Broadcast Company.
Welcome back to the morning news here at the Golden City Broadcasting Station with your star anchor, Cheryl Starr. Miss Starr, take it away.
This just in, a man was found murdered on the dockside. According to the Golden City Guard, eyewitnesses, and various security systems in the area, we have established that a man by the name of Angelo De Luca was murdered late last night at around 4 a.m. in cold blood. Now, due to the graphic nature of this event, images and video will not be shown. Eyewitnesses are saying Angelo was killed in what they referred to as a mafia-style takedown. People claim they saw multiple people on the street that night and surrounded Mr. De Luca like they were friends and family. Though they thought nothing of it at the time, they were obviously surprised and stricken with fear when they heard multiple gunshots suddenly ring out. No one could ID the shooters, and many said they ran or looked for cover as soon as they heard the gunfire. The Golden City Guard refused to confirm or deny if there was indeed one of the rumored mafias here in the Golden City that is responsible for this late-night shooting. Though Captain Reginald did confirm the man was indeed shot to death, and an in-depth investigation is already at hand. Not much is known about Mr. De Luca. He is said to be the owner of Aromatic Treasures, which is a well-known and popular spice and tea shop here in the Golden City. At this time, no other injuries were reported, and as we get more details, we will keep you up to date on this tragic event. Of course, if anyone has any information about Mr. De Luca's death, or the details about last night's event, we ask that you contact either the Golden City Guard or us here at the Golden City Broadcasting Company with any information. Those numbers will be at the bottom of your screen for you and as we continue with the morning news. Now, let's get into something a little happier with your morning reports. And at the top of this hour, this year's annual Animal Adoption Fair is here.
Oh, Drac. I don't know what to say. Just, oh, Drac.
Hey everyone, Nightland here, co-creator of What the Dice, and player of Sparkles for Season 2, to do some thank yous here at the end of our episode. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for listening. We would not be here today without you, and I do mean that sincerely. We never thought we would get this far, and knowing that there's someone out there, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one with the earballs listening right now. If it wasn't for you guys and us knowing that you're actually here and enjoying what you're listening to, we wouldn't have kept going, and it genuinely fills our heart with joy, and I want to make sure that we tell you every single time at the end of these episodes. We are eternally grateful. Second, we would like to take a moment to thank all the things that we use in our day-to-day What the Dicey ways. First up, Epidemic Sound for our sound effects and music, Podbean for being our host, Foundry VTT, and Forge VTT for creating their virtual tabletop gaming applications and services, Craigbot for our recordings, Catalyst Game Labs for Shadowrun, which is the current system we are running. And with that, if you can spare a moment of effort and want to help us out, the best thing that you can do is honestly, tell a friend, share us, drop a link in a Discord somewhere that you're a part of, or take that 2-second effort of hitting a like, hitting a follow, giving us a star rating. Whatever the button is on whatever it is that you're listening to us on goes a long way in helping us fight that horrible algorithm monster. Also, the Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in the connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to What the Dice to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary material for the promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with What the Dice in any official capacity whatsoever.
That was so good, dude.
It almost sounded like you said the dark side, the dock side. I didn't want to interrupt, but my brain was like, the dark side.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I wasn't going to ruin the moment.
Voltage, is there anything you would like to say to the viewers?
I need a minute.
Aww.
Oh man, this has been this was great. This was a great experience. Dan, you did a wonderful job. Was very happy to be a part of the show here. I might be back, might not be, but this was definitely a way better experience than any other role-playing game I've ever previously played before.
We love you too.
There's always a spot at this table for you, my friend.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate all of you guys as well. Thank you for letting me play with y'all. Sorry. Shy face. I guess I nailed it. Being the shy guy.
Appreciate you giving it a shot.
Facing is hard. Facing is hard.
Your role playing is hard.
Yeah, that too.
Period. Like until you do it and do it often, man, even then you don't get good at it.
Always a way to grow.
Exactly.
Well, thank you again, Voltage. If you are in our Discord and you ever need to hang out, we are keeping Voltage on the team. He is going to be one of our moderators here in the Discord, so if you ever need to chat with him, just hit him up. We're going to leave his name as Voltage, so he's easy to find.
Nice.
Yep, at Voltage.
Yep, at Voltage. Other than that, that is all the time we have for this episode. Again, thank you, Voltage, for joining us. This was an absolute treasure. And I will see the rest of the team in the next episode.